Hello, I'm Brad Templar and happy Easter, or at least it was yesterday, which is the day when I was intending on putting out this video, but, you know, I guess time makes fools of us all. But anyway, welcome back to War Thunder Ground Forces, and I present to you the Panther D. Now, as per usual on my Should You Get series, I'll be telling you the history of it, everything you need to know about it, how to do better with it if you're struggling, and then I'll give you a final verdict on if it's worth getting or not if you haven't already. So without further ado, let's get on to the video. So, the Panther D was first born out of the project, started in 1938, to replace the Panzer III and Panzer IV tanks. Now, the company known as MAN, that is the very same company that's still around today, had a go at making this new and improved tank. Their first design being known as the VK20 series, which was essentially just the same design as the Panzer IV with very little tweaks here and there, but inevitably it was nothing much. This is one of the main reasons why it was dropped, and it wasn't until the Second World War, when the Axis were capable of getting their hands on a T-34 tank, that they were capable of looking back at the ideas, and, well, this is mainly where the Panther's design came into be. Now, the Panther was first designed in 1942 and saw service with the Nazi Germany from 1943 to 1945. Now, with around 6,000 made during the war, it became very apparent that it was not only a lot cheaper, but also was a lot quicker to make than a Tiger I. Now, the first Panthers were absolutely riddled with problems, such as the engine being dangerously prone to overheating, petrol leaking from the carburetors, as well as motor oil leak from gaskets, which caused fires in the engine compartments. However, as the war went on, the design was a lot more refined and improved, and in fact, by the Panzer G variant, which was the last variant to see combat in the Second World War, almost all of the bugs and little problems with it were resolved. And now we get down to the rundown of the Panther D, and this is one of those tanks that is very interesting in its design. You see, you'll very quickly notice that it has very light armour. The reason being, once again, due to save expenses and time, but also it's so that it's more of a fast-moving, rapid attack tank, and it wasn't really meant for being able to take fire as it would to give fire. You see, the Tiger Is were much more equipped for this role, and it was the Panther's job to stay further behind the lines and out of the way, but capable of firing into the battlefield. Now, the frontal plate itself is only 80mm, but with a good 55 degrees of sloping, it puts it up to around 135mm. This could stop an enemy shell. I mean, you know, some of the lowest tanks you'll come up against at a 5.7 barrel rating this might be capable of stopping their shell, and sometimes a shell will straight up just bounce off, not to mention if it's at a slight angle, you can offer a lot more frontal protection. However, this is very much the only good part about the Panther. You see, underneath it's 125, which once again, it's not awful and things will often deflect off this, but it's, you know, that's one of the main weak spots of it. However, the main weak spot of the Panther in general is its frontal turret. You see, it's 100mm here, 85, and then 60. However, it's been designed in such a way that it's always the effective thickness of around 100mm. So you see 100 there, 100 there, and about 100 there of effective thickness. So yeah. Onto the sides of it, and you'll notice that there's, well, very little armor. This is once again because it's not meant for taking hits, and because of that it only has around 52mm of effective thickness, and that's the same with the turret really. So yeah, when it comes to the Panther, never show your sides, or rear for that matter, because you are very weakly defended. Another weak spot of the Panther is this cupula here. This offers only around 80 millimeters of armor, and once again isn't very good. So if you want to hit this and you don't have a particularly high penetrating round, but say it's quite explosive, then that would be your best bet. Now onto its modifications. You can see it has a 75mm gun, so not as high millimeter as the Tiger I's 88. Therefore, it's going to off less of a explosion, shall I say, as there's less explosive in it. However, it can penetrate much further, and as you can see, with up to 187mm of penetration, you can pretty much kill any tank of its battle rating with relative ease by using this shell. And as an explosive, it is useless as always. So, after that rundown of the tank, it's very clear to say that it is quite a specialist tank. One thing I didn't mention in that short video was the turret traverse speed is extremely slow, and even when it is well upgraded, it's still pretty slow. So you, once again, stay far away from the battle and snipe targets rather than doing what I do in this video and run it head first. But I was on this video, as you can see, being a little bit more stealthy on my approach. You see, I decided that I go in fast and I go in hard, and I'd either get blown up instantly or I'd pick up a nice few kills, and well, you can see where that got me behind me now. So the question is, should you get the Panther D? And well, if you've already seen my Tiger 1H review, then you probably already know the answer. As I stated in that video, the Panther is a lot better balanced at its current battle rating, and I would agree with that. Still, I mean, yeah, I'd agree with myself, obviously. But yes, I would definitely recommend the Panther. I mean, one thing to note is that it has a lot better frontal armor than the Tiger 1. It is substantially faster than the Tiger 1. I believe it has better acceleration as well than the Tiger 1. And not to mention, it has a lot better penetrating gun that, although fires a smaller shell and therefore does less damage, you've got a better chance of killing someone, and when it comes to this game, penetration power is far more important than the size of the shell. So if you did enjoy this video, please like, comment and subscribe. I am going to do a British tank next. Hooray, finally going to stop doing some Axis tanks for at least one episode, maybe two. So yeah, wouldn't that be nice? So yeah, until next time, I thank you very much for watching, and see you then.